I am Connor Bale, and I'm going to be wrapping up the fifth part of our industry analysis project. And so for this today, we're kind of talking about Keelstone Brewery and basically just some of our recommendations that we have for them, and then just a couple of conclusions and takeaways that we had from this assignment. So as you can see here, kind of the big thing we want to focus on right away is just marketing towards millennials. And we think the best way to kind of do that is through social media. We kind of put here just some of the four big ones that millennials really use on a day-to-day basis, with Instagram and Snapchat being the two most popular among them. And we basically think that this would be a good way for us to get more customers into Keelstone, because millennials are the largest demographic of craft beer consumption, excuse me. We also think that we'll be able to interact with consumers in a good way by having Snapchat filters, events, hashtags, things like that. Our second recommendation is to kind of increase their local business partnership with local businesses in the Fargo-Moorhead area. Kind of the picture we have here on the side is the Red River Market, which is a pretty big event that happens in the FM area roughly from July to October. And this is kind of a great way for local businesses and brewers to kind of get their name out there and get their brand out there. And we think that Keelstone would thrive by having more of an impact at events like that. Competitors such as Junkyard, Fargo Brewing, and Drecker already have a pretty big presence there, so we think that we'll be able to compete more if we get to events such as that. We also do think that partnering with local businesses would extremely help our positioning. I know that I think it's 20 Below and Drecker have a partnership on like a coffee beer hybrid. And so if Keelstone was able to get something kind of like that, then we'd be able to help build both local businesses up and create a product that attracts both consumers from both businesses. And then just lastly, getting our product into more businesses would be very beneficial for Keelstone. You can go to so many different tap rooms in the Fargo-Moorhead area, and you'll find Drecker and Fargo Brewing Company beers that they have on tap. And currently Keelstone doesn't have that feature available to them. So finding more businesses that we can partner with and get our beers into more businesses would help Keelstone greatly. And then our last recommendation is kind of find a way to get a mobile app running for our brewery and get a rewards program installed. There's a couple reasons why we thought this would be very beneficial. The first is that having an app would serve as a central hub for all of our information and would allow the user to find beer information, event information, what businesses our beers are on tap, and what liquor stores we serve them. And it would also offer a great way for us to get a rewards program running. The thing is with craft beer is that consumers are not very brand loyal nowadays, and they switch to whatever's cheaper, whatever's on sale, what's new, and what has bright and shiny packaging. And so by having this feature, we can create some more brand loyalty for our consumers and can hopefully get them more consistently buying our products. And then lastly, millennials love technology, and kind of getting an app incorporated into our business would be a great way to interact with them more. Everybody's always on their phone all the time, and so having that information readily available would be a great help to Keelstone Brewery. And then these are just a couple takeaways that we had from the assignment, a couple things that we as a group thought really stood out, things that we really, took away from this assignment. The first one is the importance of strategic mapping. It's pretty easy to take Keelstone and look at it compared to all the other breweries in the area and kind of look at the industry as a whole. And so kind of the importance of the strategic mapping is that we are able to focus on basically just competing with our closest competitor and kind of narrowing down our focus so that we can be a better business and can compete more directly with the people that are closest to us. Our second takeaway is that the popularity of local business support is definitely on the rise, and the rise of this trend will lead to new entrants in the market. Basically, kind of with the support that, or with the idea that there's new opportunity for local businesses and that new people can kind of come into the market is very desirable for new businesses and startups. And so this idea will kind of, will push more entrants into the market. And then last but not least, just kind of how big of a role the Big Five play in strategy development. And by Big Five, I do mean the five forces. It's very easy to look at an industry and say that this is going to be a great thing to enter, but if we have a very attractive industry, that's going to lead to a lot of new entrants.